So you build the offer, maybe you even launched it, but deep down, you're not really standing behind it. You hesitate to share it, or perhaps you avoid talking about it altogether, and that shows in your sales. In today's videos, I want to show you how to sell with more confidence, even if right now you hate selling. Hey there, I'm Isa-Welly. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a business mentor and digital strategist for well-being entrepreneurs like you looking to grow their income and their impact using digital group offers. Today, as you can see, we've changed a little bit of background. We are in my sofa, and I want to welcome you back to this series that I have created for you because I know that you want to grow with confidence, and sometimes the road can feel a little bit icky. So in this third class, we're going to talk about your selling skills and why you're still hiding from selling. Before we dive in, I want to give you a quick background. I spent the last decade in the well-being industry as a Pilates teacher, a nutritional therapist, a life and well-being coach, and I supported over 5,000 students through my courses that I've created over the time. So I've created loads of courses from 7 to 500 pound approx and sold so many of those. Some launches were an absolute disaster, a flop. Practically nobody bought, and some did incredibly well with bringing in 5 figures revenue within a week. So the goal of this series is to show you how you can reach the same, how you can grow your income using digital courses and doing that in a way that respects your energy, that feels good, that feels spacious. Okay, so you've created your first offer. You loved the creation process, and you know that offer you created is going to transform people's health and possibly life. But when it comes to selling it, you're kind of hiding. Things feel a little bit sticky. You're shy about it. Sometimes you forget to mention it. And, or you might quickly say something at the end of your class or at the end of a one-to-one session. And listen, I've been there myself. There's no shame. I remember when I was teaching Pilates, and after my classes, I would want to talk about whatever I had coming up next. And usually it was retreats because I used to host those 1-day retreats, those 1-day Pilates retreats. And I remember feeling so embarrassed about selling. And it wasn't because I didn't believe in my day retreats. They were amazing, but because the idea of asking people for money or inviting them into something made me feel a bit embarrassed. I felt like selling was pushy, made me look desperate. I just felt so uncomfortable. And every time I had to say something, it just made me feel like, oh. And I even remember my boyfriend helping me with, he'll print some flyers. He said, listen, even if you don't want to say anything, at least just give them the flyers. But even that, I remember putting at the back of the class. I used to teach at Yoga in London and just say, hey guys, there's something for you. Pick it up on the way. Why don't you just share it? What's wrong with that? And when I think about it now, it's wild, really wild, because really, truly what I was doing was just sharing work that I knew was powerful and that for the most part they were already engaging in. And what changed everything for me that I want to share with you is I worked on my mindset and I stopped seeing selling as something uncomfortable, but more as a genuine way to share something life-changing, something powerful with people that needed it. Because I knew how much work and love and soul I put into my offers, whether they were in real life offers or eventually digital offers. I really believed in that. So I really had to put my mindset behind that, because when your energy is not behind it, when it feels icky for you to sell, it shows in your sales because you actually don't really sell. You feel embarrassed and people feel that energy. So when my energy shifted to, hey guys, I am putting together a day retreat for you because, I know it's going to transform your well-being in XYZ way. When I used to share it with more, hey, I'm inviting you, come and do this. It's going to transform you in this way. It's going to help you feel that way. I felt it in my sales. First of all, it didn't feel like it was selling. It felt much easier. And people responded to it because they were like, oh, they could feel my energy. I was excited about it, not embarrassed, right? And now I always say, if you're not excited to share your offer, either it's a mindset issue or you've created something you're not proud of. Now, let's look at what could be holding you back. Number one, it could be that your offer is not aligned. You've built an offer that you don't fully feel aligned with for any reason. Maybe it's the structure, the offer in itself, the price, and perhaps you created because you create it out of pressure. This is something I see a lot, when I speak to potential clients or clients that are either stuck in a membership that they don't want to do, they didn't want to be there, but they created it because, oh, I'm a nutritionist, everybody has a membership, or I'm a Pilates teacher, everybody has a membership. So I guess I should be doing a membership. But in actuality, I really hate membership because I'm not the kind of person that want to show up and teach the same thing or whatever every week. And that's totally fine. It's totally fine, right? There's no right or wrong. The wrong thing is to do something that doesn't feel aligned with you, something you actually don't enjoy, right? So make sure you are actually building offers that just excite you, that you yourself would engage in, that you are so excited to share with the world because you're like, this is it. This is it. I know it's going to transform your life, transform your health, right? So build something that feels aligned. The second thing is you're not backing the price. Now, that's a lot of mindset work there. And again, this is something I had to work through, and this is something I support my clients with. More often than not, the women I work with, they're so generous. They really want to support their clients, do good. So they create offers that have a lot in there. And when it comes to pricing, they might either put the price too low and then eventually resent selling it or offering it, or high and not being able to back it up because they believe it's the worth, but they're like, oh, I can't say that number, right? So again, with pricing, you want to sit down with yourself and be honest. How much would you like to receive for this work you've created? That's the question I ask myself, right? What feels good? What feels good in terms of number? And if it feels like a number, it feels good, but you're thinking, oh, but I feel like maybe it's too high for people. Work on your mindset and ask yourself, what is the proof that it is too high for people? Because one of the things my clients often do before they start working with me, they'll reduce their prices so that people can buy. So they're doing that out of scarcity, out of fear. And that doesn't work because most of the time, after a few clients, they're like, oh my God, I'm only making this amount of money. I'm resenting it. I am so tired. And because they keep reducing the price, they attract the people that that want even more discounts. And that's always the way. Really, I promise you, the more you discount, because people are like, oh, I want more discount, the more people ask you for that. So are you setting your price out of love or out of scarcity? Out of love, abundance, and respect for your skills, for the work you provide, for the transformation this is going to give the person. That's the place from which you want to set your price, not from, oh my God, are people going to buy? Some people will always be able to buy and some people will never be able to buy. And there are so many ways you can play with that within your business if you want to be able to support people. But no matter what you do, choose a price that honors your work and feels easy for you to say. And again, that the second part, the feel easy to say, might require you to just do a little bit of work on your, money mindset, how you see money, the value you put on your work and all these things. But really, truly, always set your price from a place of love. Okay, number 3 is selling feels wrong, especially right now, at time of recording, we're in 2025. And I think we can all agree that we are going through challenging times in the world, and sometimes, especially if you have an online business, it can feel wrong to come out and to sell while there are intense, crazy things going on. And I have felt that way before. in all honesty with you. Um, Even just showing up online sometimes felt wrong. And the reality is we are businesses. At the end of the day, these are our livelihoods. This is what we do for a living. And for most parts, people like us that have big hearts, that especially you work in the well-being industry, nutritionist, Pilates, whatever it is, breathwork, your work is transformational. I really truly believe it. And that's one of the reasons why I love supporting well-being practitioner, because I want to support you in creating a healing effect in the world. You know, you are healing the world one person at a time with your breath work, with your yoga, with your Pilates. You're increasing the frequency, you're improving the frequency of the person, therefore of the location, therefore of the world. So your work is fundamental, it's needed. Even anybody that creates positive energy work is needed. The artist, the baker, the things that feed our soul, we need to do that. You can do that and still feel sad and heartbroken for the world and still do things, right? And still support the causes that matter to you. But right now, I believe that the good-hearted people like yourself need to be earning money, right? I really believe that the good-hearted people like yourself need to be earning money so you can do good with it. Selling, and this is something in all transparency that someone that I really love and adore, her name is Amanda Frances. She's a business coach and money coach. She always said this, like, selling is an act of service. And at the beginning I was like, is it though? Like I couldn't get it, but I get it. I get it. After a few years in the industry myself, like, you know, selling is an act of service when you're offering something as powerful as your work, something you know that's going to change someone's life, someone's health, and put them in a better place. Your work also is your gift, is a gift from the universe, is a gift from God. You know, you share it to support others. You've been put on earth to do that. So don't take that away from you and from others, because right now as we stand, there's someone out there waiting for you to put out that offer. So because it's going to impact their health. You know, sometimes I think about it. When I used to be a Pilates teacher, I was like, oh, do I create a Pilates channel? Do I want to, you know, work like digitally, or do I just want to do my classes? I was really nervous about putting my face forward, being the brands of my business, and of people judging, of people bullying. Like I was a little bit like, oh. But when I look at it, my YouTube channel has 400,000, right, viewers. The work I created is beyond me. People email me all the time or DM me, your classes have changed my life because my back was this, because I had a depression, because beyond things I created it for. I created a YouTube channel, Pilates, just to put some few videos there, because my students, when I was on holidays, were like, we need videos when you're away. I was like, okay, I'll create a little YouTube something. And that took a life on itself, right? And also supported me, supported my life, my business, brought me really good income, because through that way I've been selling digital offers. But really, the impact it has created is beyond me. And it's a platform that I've used to create a gift, one of the many gifts I've been blessed with in this life, to teach, to impact people's energy. And people feel that, and that impacts them in their lives. You know, every day they get to work out to feel better. And I think about it, if I did listen to my fear and my ego and all these things, and didn't do it because, oh, there are already so many Pilates teachers, or who wants another Pilates teacher, and this and that, quite a few people would have maybe been missing out, you know. So ask yourself, or rather journal around this, like how powerful your work is. Look at the clients and the people you've already helped, and how your work can transform their lives. And you know you can do more of it. You can do more of it. So don't think about selling as something embarrassing you're pushing down people's throat. Bring it from a place of, here's my work. Here's how I know it can transform your life, your health, your body, your this, your mind. I invite you into it. Here it is. And it's an exchange of energy. Money is energy. So it's completely normal for your work to be rewarded. So, in conclusion, selling gets to be easy when you stand behind what you've created, you fully embody your essence, who you are. You go and invite people from a place of love, of I want to share with you. If your offers are not selling right now, I want you to download my free training. I have a free training. I want you to download it because it's going to help you review what is missing in your offer, tweak the sales copy, and increase more sales. It's called 3 Quiet Reasons Your Offer Isn't Selling and How to Fix It Without Posting More. Because a lot of the time, we think our offers are not selling because our audience is small. We have to post more, we have to do more, when in reality, or we have to reduce the price, where 9 times out of 10, and I'm talking from experience, 9 times out of 10 is because the offer is not resonating. The way you're presenting it is not resonating with the person you created it for, right? So if you created an offer for a mom that is tired and something, she might be seeing the offer, but a few elements are missing from that page. Hence why she's not engaging with it. So go and download my free training. It's going to help you tremendously improve the offer and make more sales. It's totally free. And once you've done that, engage with it and come back and tell me your takeaways. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next episode.